It's the worst, but sometimes we have awful customers. At least they start off awful, right? And if we don't address it, they'll remain awful, they'll leave, we won't make a deal. But there are customers that don't want to go through the process. There are customers that will insult you several times. There are customers that honestly, they just seem pissed off for whatever the reason is, and odds are they probably don't like you and doesn't have anything to do with you. It probably maybe doesn't even have anything to do with your dealership, but it probably has to do with an experience they've had before while trying to buy a vehicle, or maybe purchasing a vehicle, or maybe it has something to do with their personal life. But if we don't address it head on, it will remain an issue. It will inhibit you and stop you from fully going through the process and creating the best experience for the customer, and it will dramatically lessen the chances for you to sell that vehicle and create that relationship, and that's a problem. So how do we fix it? Super easy. Okay, it's a three-step process. No matter what the issue is with the customer, one, we have to address it. Right? And how we address it, we just tell them, hey, listen, Mr. or Mrs. Customer, I know that you're being super short with me. I know you just cursed me out and insulted me. No big deal. I know that you said you don't like the dealership. I noticed you don't want to go sit down or go through the process that's, best for your time and your money. So we address what's going on. Second, what we do is we let them know how much we care. The reason I bring this up, I want you to know how much I care. I don't know exactly what I did to upset you, but I want you to know how much your relationship means to me. It's super important that not only am I able to help you get a vehicle without wasting a second of your time or your money, but it's also extremely important to me that we go through this process and that you have a great time and we develop a great relationship, because what I truly want is a relationship, and I want to sell you cars for years and years to come and help your family and friends. And so the only way I know I can do that is if you're happy and having a great time. And then third, let them know, hey, did I do something wrong? Is there something that I could have better done to make this a better experience for you? And shut up, smile, and listen. And just let them talk. Typically, they're going to go into some long rant about, 25 years ago, a salesman down the street screwed me for $10,000 and I hate all you people since, or whatever. But it at least opens a door for you to talk about it and be able to prove that theory or that notion in their head wrong, that we're crooks, because we're not, right? We really do care about them. We want the best relationship. And the only way to ensure that we sell them a vehicle is to be able to go through the process. So if they're stopping us from doing that, that's an issue, and we have to confront it and get over it right now. So when you run into that customer and it's becoming really, really difficult to do anything and they're giving you 1,000,000 pounds of resistance along the way, one, address it. Let them know what you're seeing and what's going on. Don't ever put it on them. Just say, I noticed this, that, or the other. Secondly, let them know how much they mean to you. That's the most important part. Let them know that it's extremely important, that they have an amazing experience, and that they love you because you want to be their go-to automotive person for the rest of their life, as well as their friends and their family. And then third, put it back on yourself. Ask, hey, did I do something wrong? Is there something I could have better done since I met you today, or since we talked on the phone last night, that would have made this a better experience for you? Because if there is, I'm game. I want you to have an amazing experience and for this to turn into a relationship. And then shut up, smile, and listen. And you'll be surprised at what comes out of their mouth. It might not have anything to do with the car business. It might have to do, they just got divorced or whatever. But because you care so much to ask them and you become that listening ear, you're already gaining their trust. And odds are, I've seen it happen many, many times, they're probably going to drop that attitude immediately and start letting you do your job. So make sure when you get that resistance and it seems impossible to do your process or go through what is your process and do your job, make sure you address it. Make sure you let them know how much you care about them, and then put it back on yourself and ask what you can do to better the situation, and shut up, smile, and listen. And you'll be really surprised at those deals that you would have never got before, how you're going to start getting them. And typically those people turn into your best relationships because they hate car salespeople. They don't trust anyone. So when you've finally broken down that barrier, yes, they may be a little bit more labor intensive down the line. They may call you a little bit more often, but they will be your best advocates in the public. Why? Because they don't trust anybody, but they do trust you.